What's going on, guys? This is Jesus here again to bring you another League of Legends video. Today I really wanted to do some gameplay, but unfortunately time is just not going to allow me to do it. We had a new ISP installed today, so yeah, don't have my old internet service provider anymore. It's just this new guy that's offering a whole lot more speed, a whole lot more bang for the buck, and definitely really excited about it. But since I don't have the time to actually do some gameplay, I do still want to tell you guys about something that I'm really excited about. So, and I hope you guys are too. I know at least one person following me will definitely enjoy this. So, my boy Urgot is probably back. Again, I haven't been able to play as much as I wanted to today, but I read the patch notes today, and I watched a couple videos. And man, let me tell you, I think Urgot's back. And I'm going to show you guys why. We're going to run through just the patch notes on Urgot real quick just to kind of show you what I'm talking about here, okay? So, obviously, they nerfed him a couple of patches ago with, like, making mana cost super expensive for him, killing his base mana and his regen. And so he's been hurting a lot. His win rate sunk super bad. So now here we go. So they're starting off with the base mana, right? So it was at 300, which, that's pretty low. I'll take that. And then now it's at 340. Okay, that's an extra spell cast, easy, right there. And then on top of that, you got increased mana regen, right? So we're going from 0.6 to 0.8. So you're talking, what is that? Another third of the 33% increase on the regen there. So that'll be nice. I'm guessing that, like, I like to take mana flow ban. I feel like it's super effective with Urgot, but even if you don't, you might be able to get away with, as long as you're not just like spamming Qs over and over again. So that gets kind of down into the meat of the kit here, right here. So his passive, right? So if for those who are like unaware of what his passive does, is like basically when you're auto attacking, sometimes it'll like bust out right into like a cone shape and do damage. Increased damage doing that way. And it used to be to where the enemy would take 10% less damage from that enhanced auto attack if they had been hit recently, like in the last like 5 seconds. And it like stacked 3 times or whatever. So, but now it no longer does that. So now you'll do the full damage to where every time you get that passive where it pops off into that enhanced auto attack, you're going to be doing 10% more damage, which is nice, just in a passive, right? That's pretty cool. So his Q's unchanged, which is fine, I guess, but it'll get into some of the strategy that we'll talk about here in a minute. But so we'll go straight to his W. So his W, remember, used to grant that shield when you would activate it. It no longer does that now. And I know what you're thinking, but stick with me, okay? Because there's some more stuff coming in here. The cost has gone down. So it was 65 at all ranks. Now it starts off at 40 and gets down to 0, right? So this becomes a free ability once you max it out, okay? The cooldown. So it was 17 to 9, depending on the level, just gradually got lower. Now it's going from 12 to 0. So you heard that right, okay? So this is it's gonna be a 0 cost, 0 cooldown ability. So it'll be a toggle. You'll just basically just decide when you want to click it on. Now you can't keep it on all the time because obviously you move a little bit slower, right, when that happens. And you don't want to be just moving slow around the map, right? So you want to obviously still choose when you want to actually activate it, but once you get this maxed out, 0 cost, 0 cooldown. Just straight up toggle ability. The on-hit damage reduction is actually gone down. So it was at 66%. It's going down to 40 or 50% rather. So that's a decent little boost right there for you, just for the damage coming out of this thing. Not to mention, you don't have to look for a window as to when to use it. Once you have it maxed out, you can just toggle it on. So with that said, we'll go into his E, right? So this is why I was telling you guys to hang in there, okay? I told you they took away the shield from the W, okay? That's now been moved to the E. So now your E, your disdain, your dash, your like grab and toss, right? That ability is now going to be granting you that shield. And that shield is going to be based on bonus attack damage instead of, I think it was total attack damage prior, if I'm not mistaken. and bonus health, right? And it's going to shield you for 4 seconds. So decent little shield. You're going to be getting it on your E instead of your W now. So when you activate your shield, it'll also be your escape or your engage, depending on how you use it. But I think that's fine, honestly, because like really I wouldn't pop my W super often, and when I did, it was because I was usually engaging with my E, right? I mean, sometimes I would use it for poke or maybe like to survive a little bit, but for the most part, in optimal situations, I'm using my E anyways when I use my W, so it's fine to have the shield there, in my opinion. The damage has been increased, right? So it went from 60 to 220 on the damage there, depending on where you're at as far as leveling it up. It went from 60 to 220, then from 90 to 210. So actually, it's not entirely been increased throughout, I guess, up through rank 4. Yeah. So up to rank 4, it's increased, but at max rank, it's decreased by 10 base damage, which isn't terrible, especially considering they increased the ratio on it. So it was 0.5% of your total or bonus attack damage, I should say, and now it's a full percent. So that's good too, right? The cooldowns, instead of being from 16 seconds to 12 seconds, it's 14 seconds at all rank, which again, it's fine. And then the cost has been increased as you level it up. So you go, it was 50 at all ranks, now it's 50 to 90 depending on where you're at. So a little bit increase there. But again, this isn't something that you're using super often. It's either to escape or engage. Sometimes to gap close, like in certain situations, I guess. But you should be fine with a straight 14-second cooldown on this. So yeah, those are pretty cool changes as well. And then we get to the R, right? The classic, what the new Urgot's known for, this ultimate. So the range has been increased, right? From 1600 to 2500. That's insane. That's a huge range, right? So you're getting a whole lot more range on it. The cast time is going to take a little bit longer, so it went from 0.4 seconds to 0.5 seconds. I'm playing in bronze, so like I don't think that's going to make a difference for me. Maybe if you're in like Challenger or something, that extra 0.1 seconds is going to give somebody enough reaction time or something, but I think that'll be fine. But then the damage has also been increased on the ultimate, right? So it was at 50 to 300 base damage plus 0.5 total attack damage. Okay, now it's 125 up to 375, depending on rank, with a 0.5 bonus attack damage. So, okay, so that's the difference there. So, yeah. So prior it was total attack damage, then now post rework, I guess if you want to call that that, then it would be bonus attack damage, which is going to be slightly less, but I mean, I don't think base damage is like super high on Urgot. And I think that, and there's a 75 damage increase just across the board for base damage. So I would imagine that probably makes up for that. So yeah. So that's pretty neat, man. It's really gotten me. I mean, obviously, I think Urgot's back. I think he's viable again. I really want to get into a game and try him out. I'm just not going to have time this evening. Tomorrow, though, be on the lookout, guys. I'm telling you, be on the lookout. But I do want to talk about one little thing now is like skill order, right? Because the W can be maxed out into a straight toggle, the on-hit damage reduction has been decreased. So the on-hit damage would do more. I'm wondering if now you max W first. I'm actually curious as to whether or not that's a thing. Definitely not E. I think E is for sure going to be like a 1-point wonder here now, because the cooldown's been reduced at rank 1, so that would be good, but it's increased at rank 5, so you don't want to put all your points into E because you don't gain a whole lot from it. Yeah, and maxed out for the damage, it's decreased as well. So I'm going to say that E is definitely, you're going to stick with maxing E last. It's just between Q and W as to which one you want to do first. Definitely going to have to test it out and see what's going on, but I think it's possible that you could be doing W max first now on Urgot. So I'm pretty interested to test it out and see how it goes. But yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys the new Urgot. He's back, man. He's quite possibly back into the meta and another super viable pick again. And if so, I'm super excited about it. So hope you guys liked the video. If you did, give me that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because you know I'm going to bring you the top quality League of Legends content on a daily basis. I'm Jesus, and I'll see you guys next time.